Hey you guys, what is going on? It's Reedy D here, and recently, we got some new Battlefield 1 gameplay. I would have filmed this video sooner, but, I was, on a vacation, and I couldn't, so I'm gonna just be bringing you this gameplay. This is not mine. This is the Relaxing In's gameplay. His channel will be in the description. But what we have here is a new map and some new kind of stuff we'll be going over today. The first we want to talk about is beta. Now the beta, from what I've been hearing, will be this map. I don't know if St. Quentin Scar will be included, but I think it might just be this map. And it will be coming out August the 31st. If you did Battlefield Insider, you will be getting it August 30th, so a day early. Yes. So yeah, that's all the stuff we have for the beta. We don't know how long it's gonna go on. That's not clarified yet. Next I want to talk about is probably one of the biggest things. Horses. That's something that we haven't ever seen in a major, sort of franchise like Battlefield or Call of Duty. We're just now seeing this gameplay, and I only have one problem with the horses. I know they're vehicles, but they need to have less health. And you may be saying, well, if they're vehicles, why would they have less health? Because then you just get shot, you just get your horse shot off. And yes, I understand that. So that's why you should probably make horses easier to access or more expendable, have a whole thing of horses that you can play on besides, just a couple of horses around the map, and you can lower the health, and that will make them more expendable. If you just lower the health, make them more expendable, that will really help. The next thing we want to talk about is the Behemoth. Now, the Behemoth tank was a really cool feature in this sort of desert map, and I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know. It's not as intimidating as the big airship, because think about it, it's a train. I mean, that's not as intimidating as an airship. I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. It's not as intimidating as a huge airship flying over you. It's just a train, but from the gameplay I saw, it looked quite formidable. So that was one thing to keep in mind. Another thing we want to talk about is the environment. What changed about the environment on this particular map? Well, what we did get to see was the sandstorm. Now, that was an awesome touch they added. I believe a couple of seconds before you got to see the sandstorm. That is so cool, the sandstorm. It's like the fog from the first map, but just upped by 10. It's insane. It's cool. I love it. Another thing that they showcased off, which I'm glad they did, are elite classes. The elite classes are battle pickups. You can find them near checkpoints, and they're pretty cool. We got to see, I think it was like the armored, I can't remember what it's called, but we also got to see the flamethrower troop, so that was pretty cool. He seemed a little too OP, like I don't know how you would defeat him. I get he doesn't have a lot of armor, and long range is pretty good. But it's Battlefield, so a lot of people are going to be using assault classes and such. By the way, back to environment. I want to talk about the map a little more, because there was one thing that really irked me about this map. Now, it was much bigger than St. Quentin Scar, but here's the problem, okay? The main fighting was going on in the central town, where you had 3 objectives. And all of that fighting was going on in the central town, because, that's where most of the objectives are. They're very close together, so it's a lot easier to get. So when you're fighting, when you put the flags in one central town, most of them at least, in one central town, you're gonna get more fighting on there and get a more smaller look of the map than you are from if you put the flags on a in the middle of the desert. See, that would be just a random flag in the middle of the desert. That would be a lot cooler, to just kind of see the scope, just see the rushes of the players trying to get to it. I understand there was something like that, but maybe more of that. But yeah, so that's the only really irk I had with the map, just the kind of fact that, you put flags at one place, you're gonna get more players there than you are. It's not really showcasing the map off. too much. So my personal thoughts. What do I think about Battlefield 1 so far? What do I think about everything? I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. I love it. Another thing I do want to talk about is the campaign. Campaign is looking great. If what people are predicting is true, it will be one of the best campaigns probably in a while we've seen so far. So yeah, hopefully it is. But personal thoughts, again, it looks great. I'm just worried about it being a little too overhyped. Cause then again, it's DICE, or not DICE, it's EA. There's bound to be transactions in there. You're not gonna leave the party without them. But you know, it is what it is, and you can't really get past that. But besides that, everything is looking great. This is shaping up to be a great game. I'm really looking forward to see the campaign. I want to see that campaign so bad. That campaign sounds so cool if what people are saying is true. So yeah, that's really all I have to say. This is just a short little video. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you guys didn't like this video, I'm sorry. If you guys want to see more funny gaming videos like these skits, please hit that subscribe button. And this is Reedy D signing off.